Hey, now we are at this man, like right there, Ernie Lombardi. Yeah, he's on my wall. He's up there. Uh, I think now that the eras have been very good to catchers. He was a very, very good catcher. Maybe not great. He wasn't a Hall of Famer in terms of the writers' committees. Lifetime batting average 306, 8-time All-Star, NL MVP. He was a catcher and a batting champion in 1942. And that feat was not repeated against Joe Mauer in the 2008, 2009, whenever he won the MVP. So it was very rare in those days to have a great hitting catcher. And as great as a hitter he was a horrible runner. A lot of people claim that he is the slowest player in the Baseball Hall of Fame. I think he grounded into like a record number of double plays in his lifetime. So after baseball, he suffered from depression. He lived a sad life. In 1953, he tried to commit suicide. Fortunately, he did not commit suicide. Unfortunately, a lot of people feel that kept him from being elected to the Hall of Fame during his lifetime. Finally, in 1986, Bernie Tibbetts, I think that's his name. Oh, God, my memory's escaping me. I'm getting old. But anyways, was like on the Veterans Committee, and he really pushed to get Lombardi in. And he finally got inducted posthumously in 1986. Fortunately for collectors, he was a great signer. And a lot of people felt that he was going to get into the Hall of Fame eventually. There was a big push to get him into the Hall of Fame during his lifetime. So in the early 70s to mid 70s, a lot of people wrote for his autograph. And like I said, he was a very good signer. But the weird thing about him, and it's very tough for some reason, and I couldn't locate a single signed baseball by him. And they're very rare to find single signed baseballs by him. I'm not saying they don't exist. Just a quick glance on eBay or heritage auctions, nothing popped up. And again, I talk about this up here as a government postcard. And because of Bill, I really got into government postcards. And I had the hardest time locating government postcards for him. For whatever reason, Ron even mentioned in his book that how hard it is to get a government postcard of him. It's not impossible, obviously. So an autograph of his goes for like, let's say $30 to $50. I paid $100 for my government postcard, and it was sat on eBay forever as the only one. A very prominent seller was selling it, and finally I caved in. I said, you know what? I want the postcard. And this is what I want. And it was $100. It's not like it's a ton of money. It's a lot for Ernie Lombardi. But I caved in and bought a government postcard of Ernie Lombardi. Like I said, they're quite rare for whatever reason. So, anyways, without any further ado, let's take a look at the autograph analysis of the Schnoz Ernie Lombardi. As always, I want to start with the PSA autograph database, autograph facts. Now, he always had a very nice E. See, this looks like a later in life signature to me. I can't see it down here. There's a window here. But this E was very common, and so was this L. It's usually a two-stroke L. You can see that usually the L here much more pronounced. And usually the autograph leans to the right a little more than I like right here. To be honest, I'm not a huge fan of this autograph. I'm not saying it's not real, just if you're going to buy a Lombardi autograph, that's not the one I would buy. So this autograph right here is very common. If you mailed away to Ernie Lombardi, this is the autograph you usually get. You can see right here, April 1970 over here. So again, he usually filled these out by hand. Good luck. Sorry, let's go back to that one. They usually all sign good luck. Now it looks like Neil right here. So, and again, there's a lot of these good luck from Ernie Lombardi. Sometimes he put the name, sometimes he didn't. But if you wrote to Ernie Lombardi, this was the autograph you were typically getting. And again, you can see right here, it's to the right. It's always on this angle for whatever reason. Like 90% of them are. You can see right here the big looping E right here. Again, here this is a nice double loop L. There's a break between the E and the L. Usually, but not always, there's a break between the B and the A and the R and the DI. But again, it should be leaning to the right. The two double L's right here. You can see right here. And two double loops right here with the E. Again, and his autograph was very consistent throughout his entire life. And it's, again, very common. Again, this is a 1927 contract. You're not going to see these very often. Again, this is a little unique in the sense that usually the E right here is going through these two, the letter, like it should cut through here. Again, I think this is a good autograph, a nice, beautiful L right here as well. If we go on right here, again, a nice E. And usually, like I said, there's the break, like the E goes through here and here. And again, the nice L, very nice, very like you say, it leans to the right. It shouldn't have any pauses, any breaks. There's no infirmary of hand in his lifetime. So he died fairly young still when he passed away. And again, it's not uncommon that there's only breaks between the E right here and the L right here and the Lombardi and the Ernie, whatever. Again, very common. This is a very good signer. Again, this is another account. This does look like a government postcard just based on here. But again, this is typically what you're going to see right here. The E goes through, like I said, the Ernie, the L, double loop right here. Nice big L, nice big E. Again, really no break for the rest of the last name right here. But again, very common, very beautiful signature. Again, this is another government postcard, and it was not uncommon for whatever reason for Ernie Lombardi to sign his name twice. Usually when you see these index cards or postcards, he usually, I would say 70% signed it at the top for whatever reason. I don't know why. Again, signed cards of him, a little more expensive, but not terribly rare. Again, hopefully by now you're getting the feel of Ernie Lombardi. Again, see how the E goes through right here. Yes, there's a break between the M and the B right here and the R and the D. Like I said, it's possible. It's not always. We're getting to the end right here. Again, felt tip pen. But again, looks like maybe a later in life. I don't like how this L is not completely looped around. It's kind of straight right here. I don't know what's going on right here. Again, I'm not saying it's not bad. I'm just saying for how cheap, relatively speaking, Ernie Lombardi's autograph is for someone who got inducted after he passed away. I would not be spending money on one unless I thought it was great. So again, that's it with Ernie Lombardi. I go to eBay right here. I was looking for just government postcards. And again, there's nothing out there. There's like for $39, that typical one that I talked about earlier. Again, $75, you can see right here. Nothing terribly expensive. And again, then we get to postcards right here. Not postcards, index cards. You can see, again, like I talked about, he signed them for whatever reason, typically on the top, on the index card right here or on the back of the index card for whatever reason. I don't know. Again, you can see here. Again, I think these are all good. Just can't find a government postcard for whatever reason. I don't know why. So you can see right here, you probably get his autograph. $50 is a lot of money. I know. Like here's one right here. Here's a nice one. Again, I think it's good for $35. Buy it now. Why not? You know what I'm saying? If you want an Ernie Lombardi autograph. So that's it. I don't want to spend, that's 7 minutes on Ernie Lombardi. I mean, that's what he deserves. So I'm glad he's in the Hall of Fame. And we're going to move from Ernie Lombardi to one of my favorite autographs. And I can't wait to tell the story. That's Al Lopez. So thanks all for watching. And as always, keep collecting.